I believe that grief is one of the most uncomfortable, complex, painful feelings that any human can encounter. Losing something or someone, it's tricky, it's challenging. But sometimes to reach a new version, a new level of yourself, you need to lose something or everything. And why it hurts so much to let go? Because we get attached. We think that a situation or a person or an object should last forever for our comfort. But it gets to a point where the only thing that you can do is surrender and let go, to stop the suffering, to stop the pain. And then when you surrender and you let go, you see life in a different way, with different eyes, from a different perspective. I know it's difficult. I know it's scary. You don't know how to handle those situations. And you feel that there is no way out. That there isn't anything that can make you feel different about how you feel at that moment, or how you view the thing that is happening to you at that moment. But you cry it out. You feel all the things that your body needs to feel, that your body is asking you to feel, until you regulate. And it comes to a point, and that day arrives where you understand that you needed to go through that to receive something else. Not with the purpose of receiving, just with the purpose of needing some situations in order to grow as a person. We can't have it easy all the time. We need some situations that challenge us. We need those situations. And if life were fully plain and we were always satisfied and plain, like always happy, and we didn't have this movement in life, or all of this experience, life will be boring. You wouldn't learn so much about you. You wouldn't have the space to grow in those parts of you that need development. From my experience, I surrendered. I did. And I realized that it felt good to let go. It felt good to detach. At some points you realize that life has more to offer. You start romanticizing things. You start paying attention to the little things, to the signs, to the synchronicities, like life is talking to you. Mostly when you are focusing on yourself. Mostly when you are paying attention to you and what are you doing and where do you want to go. When you don't expect anything from anyone anymore, or you don't rely on external things and situations and people in order to be good with yourself. And I think that's the beauty of hitting rock bottom, because you can't go deeper than that. the only way now it's to go all the way up again. And I want you to trust that good things are coming for you. That in order to be the person that you want to be, in order to achieve the things that you want to achieve, in order to be that girl, that boy, you need to surrender and let go. You need to be open to lose something. And for so long, I was this kind of person where I didn't even want to think about losing something. You know? Losing something is, or someone, is so difficult because you also lose a version of yourself. But then, you know, after the rain, you can have a beautiful rainbow in the sky. It can be a sunny day. And then you realize that you can see when it's time to surrender and let go. You start understanding how life works and how you start realizing that you also. So what I'm trying to say is that you realize your patterns, okay? You realize how you work, how you view things sometimes. You know when it's the time to, okay, life is asking me to let go. God is asking me to surrender. Because you're gonna have better things coming. Because you are getting what you need, and sometimes we don't get what we want. We get what we need. And what we need sometimes is not all pretty stuff and amazing things and you know, sometimes we need to go through those difficult moments to grow and to go through pressure so we can come back to ourselves. We can come back to us. We can come back to our purpose. We can come back to understanding what's the real meaning of experiencing life. And experiencing life is what gives you everything, every context of you. That's why my channel is Susana in Contrast, because you are a contrast. You are always in contrast in your life. You are in different situations. Sometimes you find yourself acting in a way that you didn't even know that you were that way, you know, even if you agree with that behavior or not. But you need to put yourself in those contrasts and understand your contrast and understand that you're going to experience things that you don't know how they are going to impact you, okay? So be open-minded to let go. Be okay with life or God or however you want to call it, taking things out of your life or putting you in situations that are painful. These things are teaching you something. These situations are giving you context, and they are giving you what you need to experience. You need these things to grow. I love you so much, and see you in the next video, okay?